Hello, and good morning. It is Labor Day today, so happy Labor Day to everyone. And today, I think I'm going to try to vlog a day in a life, like snippets of, well, I mean, it's a holiday, but basically my life is pretty routine. So today, I'm gonna start with taking you along with a hike. And we are doing a trail called River Place Trail here in Austin. And I have a friend joining me. It's actually a good friend that I met several years ago, so you'll meet her in a bit. And she is also the owner and designer for Dion Bikinis, who is my bikini sponsor. I am a Dion diva. So anyways, you'll meet her, and we're going to talk about suits today because she's going to basically fit me, and we're going to talk about what my suit may be for the competition, upcoming competition in December. And so I look forward to sharing today, and that's pretty much it. All right, enjoy the video, and thanks for clicking. Bye. Good morning.
Hi. Thank you.
All right, we are at the River Place Nature Trail, starting a hike, and I have my friend and the owner of Dion Bikinis here, Leneé. And we're going to start off with a hike, and then we're going to talk some stuff about bikinis and suits and what things to look for. So if you are competing, you have an idea as to like a checklist. Sound good? Okay, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Let's see. I'm new to the Austin area, so now I'm officially a Southerner.
Texan.
Yeah.
From?
California, Central Coast, California.
Everyone is coming to Austin,
yeah, everyone's
California.
coming, and from New York. Everyone I meet, almost everyone. But so far, so good. I love it here. Before I came here, I spent 13 years in San Francisco. Loved that. Wanted to change, so now here I am, and I'm with my lovely friend AJ, so we got to reconnect and get to hang out a lot more.
Yeah, I convinced her to move to Austin. It's gonna be a hot one today. We're gonna start off with this trail. We'll do some Q&A as we walk, and you can see some of the scenery here, and hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, let me see. I'm gonna extend you guys a little bit so you see us. Okay, so if you see me looking down or Leneé looking down, we're not trying to be rude here. This trail, if you can see back there, is made of rocks, and it's gonna be pretty. You'll see like different elevations. This is the hills of Central Texas.
We're just gonna see who's gonna trip first on the rocks because it's inevitable.
It'll probably be me. We'll see. That's not something that I want to focus on. So if you see behind me, if it's in focus, you'll see there'll be steps and stairs, and we're actually going obviously downhill. So uphill, we may be lying on the ground. That's when we'll trip. Okay, so let's start with why the suit is. What kind of suits do you make?
Posing suits for the stage, for bodybuilders, for all federations, all divisions.
Okay, but what type of, so can you go into the specifics about the categories of suits that you make?
Sure, so bodybuilding, clownish, shape, beach body, bikini. In different divisions, they're the same thing. So for all divisions, all federations, all cuts, from our mini which is not suitable for all federations, which is our smallest cut in bikini, up to our flirt and then moderate, which is about 50% coverage, so it'll pass different federation guidelines. So it's important when choosing a suit to know the guidelines of your federation so you aren't disqualified or get docked points.
Some don't even let you compete. They'll
Yeah.
do suit checks to make sure that the coverage is appropriate.
Right.
Different requirements.
So you don't ever want to be in that situation. So when ordering a suit, I'll always ask what federation, and then make a recommendation based on that.
Okay, good. All right, we're gonna let you go a little bit, and then I'll ask you another question in a different moment of time, because I need to focus and navigate before I really do fall. All right. Ready?
Go! So she ran, so I'm catching up to her about 10 minutes later. I think I see her. She's wearing black. Oh, she made it. Abs! So hard! So how'd that feel? How's your heart rate?
150.
Awesome. We inspired them to go up.
that one.
No.
All right. Hope you guys can hear me or hear us. Leneé's already grubbing down. We just got done with our hike. How'd you like the hike?
Oh, it's good. I am drenched in sweat, but happy.
Good. It's good. Great detox. It's a really pretty hiking trail. So if you're ever in Austin or live in the area, it's River Place. So check it out. There's a lot of elevation and stairs, and I'm going to insert. Actually, I tracked the burn on my iWatch. So that's just for me, guys. You know, like your caloric burn will be different, but as long as you're consistent about tracking, if you do decide to track your activity, it does help kind of keep you structured, okay, and analyzing that data. So if you need to increase, you know, caloric burn is based on your heart rate. So if you're, as long as you're logging in appropriately and categorizing appropriately, it should help you manage a deficit. You know, if you're trying to lose weight, surplus, if you want to gain, or maintain if you want to stay steady. So we are here at Dimasi's, and it's one of my favorite Mediterranean Greek restaurants. And we're just going to do a little bit mukbang style and ask Leneé some questions, and she can talk more about the subject of suits competition. Okay, so we'll let you chew. It's the first time I really videoed myself eating, so I don't know what you're gonna expect or see. So if anything offends you, I guess you can fast forward. So in regards to, I guess, what's the difference between buying something off the shelf, you know, online, or from someone else's selling their suit, versus something that you offer?
Sure. So everyone's body is very different. and getting a suit that fits your body is important because you want to show off your assets, your angles. So a custom suit is based on your measurements, your specific measurements, versus one off the rack that's a small, medium, large, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to fit you.
It's not tailored to you.
Right, it's not custom tailored to your body, and while it may not, it may fit, but it may not flatter. So that's really the key. It's important to understand the difference. So getting a custom suit.
I almost relay it often to people that talk to me when I'm prospecting, you know, or people that are interested in talking about, you know, getting a trainer or a coach versus buying something online.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's coverage basically. You know, like, you know, if you buy a suit online or if you order something online, it's going to do somewhat of the job of promoting activity or coverage, right?
Yeah.
So we cover that. But if you want something that's honed in specifically for your anatomy, applies to both, you know, whether it's nutrition or workouts or suits, you know, if you're posing, it's like getting a wedding gown, right? You can look online and you can look through magazines, because I did that and thought, oh, I love that dress. It's gorgeous. You know, I think I'll look good in it. And then you go try it on and do fittings and you're like,
Nope.
hot mess, right?
Yeah,
you know, because it's not fit to your measurements.
Right, and you wouldn't buy that wedding dress without trying it on, right? That's an investment. Suits are expensive.
What's the cheapest suit that someone could get, you think? Like, I mean, I guess you can get one on eBay for $50 or $30, but a decent suit, whether it's online, you know, like new, and something that's custom, what's the range there?
Oh gosh, well, it depends on crystal. So if we're saying like moderate level of crystals, 300 to 1500, honestly. It really depends on design, complexity.
I've heard that some of the more elaborate suits with the high quality crystals that make you glitter without any light.
The Swarovski? Yeah.
Yeah.
We use those.
I've heard that some suits, if you have a lot of detail, will go upwards to even 2,000, 3,000. Like some of the federations are very, very pageantry, like WBFF,
right.
for example.
And you put like the lace and applique.
Oh, they have, it's beautiful, but you know, be mindful that, you know, when you compete, regardless if it's a regional show in whatever federation or something more elaborate, there are costs associated. And some people are blessed enough to have sponsors, but most people it's out of pocket. You know, it's a hobby, and this may be a lifestyle for a lot of people. Most people, you're not making money on competing. I mean, yes, you may be a pro, and you may get with placements earn income, but it's not. Chances are it's going to just you break even, or maybe absorb some of the expense from travel, from supplements, from coaching costs, from gym membership, from suit, you know. So what would you recommend in regards to looking at suits that a beginner would want to look for? Like, what are the requirements for them as a person, as a competitor?
Well, you want to know what division you're competing in. So if you're bikini, it's a two-piece, usually scooped or front bottom cut, versus wellness, which is a V, or figure, which is a V and has straps in the back. So you want to know what type of suit you're looking for. So you want to start there, and you also want to, start with color, looking at different color palettes, not necessarily your favorite color. You want to lean towards jewel tones, because the lights on stage are very, very bright.
That's a great point. what you may think may look good in the dressing room is very different than what's on stage. And that goes for makeup too. And I plan on having one of my sponsors for tan and makeup be on a future video talking about, you know, stage makeup, because albeit some may do it themselves, but with the lighting, that plays a huge role. And the thing is that there's not standard lighting, and there's not standard backdrops. Sometimes you just have to take the risk and make the best options to step on stage with. You know, because one time, personally, I wore a red suit, and the backdrop was a carton of velvet red.
Oh gosh. Red and red.
Yeah. So I don't know, sometimes maybe the event coordinator of the event can tell you, but most people don't go to that extremes to find out what the staging's like in regards to how they're decorating. But I know part of the requirements that we would recommend would be to understand what works well on you for 90% of the time, you know, regardless of what the lighting may be, the type of lighting, and also the color scheme of the event.
So I would recommend, there's color palettes that you're drawn to. I'd recommend getting swatches, free fabric swatches. Most bikini makers will send them to you. And you can see how it looks with your skin. Look by your wrist. So that's your true color. Yes, you're going to be very tan, but it gives you a starting point. It's your journey of finding a suit. So you start there. Of course, you can look online, but just know that what looks really good on someone else doesn't necessarily mean it's going to look on you, because it does depend on your coloring. So that's where baseline I would start, and then, you know, start doing your own research, ask a friend that you trust for reputable companies, and fill them out.
Yeah, I think that's very important because you work so hard with your physique, with nutrition and workouts, and being diligent doing your cardio, getting stage lean. It's your wedding dress. You know, I mean, you're stepping on stage in your wedding dress, presenting to people, saying your vows, basically.
And that's a good way to put it.
You want to make sure that it's your moment, and you want to. And regardless if it's just like something you're marking off the checklist or something that you really want to pursue, I think it's important to not, because the wrong suit will negate all that. And you need to learn how to pose in your suit. So if you haven't watched my videos on posing, I encourage you to do so, and I'll link it below. I'll try to. I'm still learning to do that. So that way you can, you know, click on it and kind of have a perspective. And even if you're not looking for a suit, it's important to, you know, you want clothing to accentuate your body. And if you are pursuing competition, beyond, I mean, I don't just choose any sponsors that I'm blessed to be asked to be part of their team. All the competitions that I've done wearing our suits have been very custom service oriented. She's very thorough in detail. And I'm not promoting her just to promote her, because I'm not that type of person. I really do value what she brings to the table when it comes to that part of competing. She is very straightforward, pretty much like me, in regards to letting you know if the color's not good, and you want to be open-minded and hearing suggestions from people, because there are people, they would be that friend that tells you that you look good, and yet you know you have shortened hair or the color is really washing you out. She's not like that. She'll tell you, and she works very diligently on her suits. So I want to thank you for, you know, letting me be part of your team, and
glad to have you
promoting suits. And I appreciate you kind of talking, you know, some details to consider when it comes to suit. And that's enough here for now, and because we're going to run down because we're at a buffet, and yes, I am 12 weeks out. and I'm eating normal food, okay? And if you haven't seen my videos on macros, and that I am recommending, check those out, okay? Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed this segment of the video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, if it's gonna be an all-day thing, a day in the life thing, so good luck to you. You might wanna pause and save it to watch for your other cardio session. All right, guys, thank you, bye. Hey guys, just wanna jump on here real quick and film an outro because if I included the workout that I just completed in this current video, it will be too much AJ. Even for me, it'll be too much AJ. So I am going to split this workout into another video that I did chest and tries tonight, and it's about almost 10 o'clock Central Time Zone. So you will just need to put your notification on with the bell, click the bell, and be notified when I post that one, okay? Thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the conversation Leneé and I had on posing suits, okay, the competition suits, and got some insight whether you're a new competitor or one that has done a couple shows. Just learning the process. You know, everything has a process, and when it comes to choosing your competition suit, I do encourage you guys to talk to the designers if you're able to, just to get some insight. Leneé is really good at just educating. Regardless if you want to utilize her services, at least she'll be open, you know, just like I am. You know, I obviously do coach, but you know, everyone has to find their own fit, okay, that will optimize your investment. So, but I will answer any and all questions because we're just helpful people. All right. Well, thanks again for watching this video, and click like, subscribe, and be notified so you get to hear from me more often. And as always, please feel free to put your comments. I don't get offended, so be brutally honest with what your thoughts are and what you want to see with my channel, because, you know, I'm really, again, enjoying this, and I appreciate your support. Share it to any friends that you feel that might find this information helpful. Thanks again. Have a great day.